Welcome, Amakhosi Network. Welcome to the channel, guys. Chiefs just drawed with Royal AM. Very disappointing, very disappointing. But today, I am going to analyze the game for the game. Today, my blame is not with Ntseki. Today, for the first time, you guys won't hear me blaming Ntseki too much, even though some substitutions, yeah. But today, the fault of this game goes to the players. Ashley Dupree missed two tap-ins. Saile missed the tap-in as well because he hit the post. Castillo hit the post. So it's a game we could have won 4-0. If we have to be honest, it's a game we could have won 4 to 5-0, but we just didn't put the ball in the back of the net. So it is, you know what? We can go around blaming Molefe Ntseki because he plays ugly ball and stuff like that. But sometimes we have to be honest with ourselves. When the game is not the coach, we can't fault him because the team had chances. The team played much better, meaning that the ball moved, we were holding the ball, we were making chances for ourselves. We weren't just playing this thing of kicking the ball. So today, one thing I will say is that we controlled better. The only thing I will say is this: Royal AM, the issue of them not signing players is very evident. It's very evident that they can't sign players because the squad that they have, it's very weak. It's very weak, and it's not the one. They should have just paid Nukovic and went and signed players because Royal AM is weak, guys. I don't even know what more to say, but like Royal AM is a very weak team. And today Chiefs missed clear-cut chances against a weak team. Like we were never meant to draw this game. This game was there for us to win. But Ashley Dupree missed tap-ins. Ashley Dupree had four clear-cut chances, four, and he missed them all. Gonzalez only had one really good chance. But yeah, let me analyze the game. Let me analyze the game, analyze the players, analyze everything. Starting lineup, in the previous video, I thought Molefe Ntseki would have started Frosler. Why did I think that? Because Frosler has done nothing to deserve to sit on the bench. So Molefe Ntseki started in Ntseki. Molefe Ntseki started Kwinika, Ntseki, ha. So this is my inkinga, guys. This is the problem I had. Kwinika is a solid player. Kwinika is good, etc. But what Frosler gave us in attack, Frosler wasn't even going forward too much. He wasn't going forward too much. He was just like doing the basics, finding the passes, etc. He did so much in that second half, Frosler, that Kwinika could not do in the first half. But at the same time, so the good and the bad. So at the same time, when you play Frosler, you start to understand why Ntseki doesn't prefer Frosler all the time, because Frosler sometimes forgets that he's a right back. He tries to make runs. He's very attacking right back. And what happened is that it was starting to open a hole at the back in the game because the players were just sitting in the pocket that Frosler opens because no one covers Frosler. So I understand what Ntseki is doing. Ntseki is saying, Guti, he would rather just put Kwinika there to block attack there and then get his midfielders to work and create more chances and not rely on a fullback, which is fair. I understand it. And I saw today what he's trying to prevent by leaving Kwinika. Because when Kwinika was in the game, Royal Aim struggled to go out on the left-hand side of attack. They struggled to attack on the left. But the moment Frosler came in, these guys were running to the post. That it just looked open, very open. So I do understand it, but yeah, it just limits our attack, which is why I like Solomon's, because Solomon's recovers very quickly. But anyway, starting lineup was the usual. Chief started Matlo, was the only difference, and Gonzalez. How am I gonna rate? How am I gonna feel about Gonzalez and Matlo? This is how I'm gonna feel about Gonzalez and Matlo. Matlo, issue with Matlo is that no, you know what? Today I won't lie to you. Matlo wasn't terrible. He wasn't terrible. He looked like the player who was at least trying to make Chiefs play. Who was trying. He was finding pockets, etc., etc. it was just, yeah, something is just missing. No, sometimes you realize good the players that are in the Chiefs team are okay, but they're not good enough for the badge. And that is just it, because Matlo is not a bad player, but is he good enough for Chiefs? That is the problem. It's a problem. Because today he looked good, he was good, but there's moments, man. There's moments where you have to find that quick pass, where you have to find that through pass, and they weren't doing that. But he's been better. He played better than Mtanzane has been doing in the past couple of games. So I'll give my his props. Gonzalez, you know what? The issue with Gonzalez is the issue I'm trying to mention with our midfield. Gonzalez is in the wrong areas. Gonzalez is in the wrong areas. He is our striker, but you find him on the right, you find him on the left, you find him in the middle, you don't find him in the box. And then he gets frustrated, Gonzalez. So he wants to go and get the ball because he feels like just chilling like in the box doesn't help him if no one is going to pass him in the box. So he does that. And if you want to understand what I'm saying, is that if you watch Saile come in the second half, they made the mistake of making Saile. They when Saile came in, his first few minutes in the game, he was playing more on like right wing. Then what Chiefs did is that they told Saile to move more central, and then Saile became less effective because Saile, there's no passing in the middle. There's no they can't get, like, if you pass a striker in the middle, you have to have players around him who are going to function. So yeah, today, Ntseki, I do not blame you. Your team failed you today. Your team, the players. Today we blame the players. We do not blame anyone else but the players. You can put today. You could have put in all the substitution people that we want, etc., etc. But today it was the players. Today we are lucky we played Royal AM. The mistakes we were making at the back is a problem. Peterson and the Tlokwe were just making mistake. Msimango towards the end of the game was making mistakes. Castillo was good in the middle of the park. Matt started the first half and everything good. Matt was good first half. I give him first half. Matt was good first half. Yes, Matt is not the most attacking player in the middle of the park, but he did the basics fine. He marked, he found the passes, he ran into space, which is what I've been criticizing him for many games, that he likes running backwards, but this time he was running forwards. But second half, I don't know if it was 55 minute or 60th minute, that Matt took off his Batman suit and put on his, I don't know, Jack Mabaso suit, I don't know, but like he just became swag. Mark started making useless passes. Matt started losing the ball. And then I was like, Kandy, what happened to Matt? And you know what is the issue with Matt? This is a very, very clear issue with Matt. Matt does not have competition. He does not have competition for his position. The things Matt was doing in the second half were things that gets people substituted. But if you do not have a player to replace Matt, then Matt will not get out. And that is the problem. Matt kept making mistakes the whole of the second half. From like 55 minutes, I don't know what Matt drank or what happened. He's thinking of his girlfriend. I don't know. But he just started losing the ball. Everything just started breaking apart in the second half for Matt. But because there is no natural replacement for him, they don't, yeah, and they don't trust Samkelo Zwane to replace Matt, because Matt defensively is better than Samkelo Zwane. And that is why Matt is in the game. And this is why I'm saying, Nkosi yami, Jehovah, Nkulunkulu, God Almighty, Allah, all the gods that are in the world, can Chiefs sign Sibongiseni Mthethwa? He is probably the missing link of the defensive midfielder position. He is the missing link because everything Matt did wrong, Mthethwa would be perfect. Mthethwa is the perfect defensive midfielder. Today's game was very clear that Matt being there in the middle is a problem. It's a problem. I don't know, like Sitebe's injury, because Ntseki never mentioned anything about Sitebe's injury. No one's talking about Sitebe being injured, but he's not in the team. He doesn't make the bench. So I don't know what's happening with Sitebe. So it means that Matt's only competition right now for defensive midfielder is Samkelo Zwane, and we all know Guti. Yeah, the Ntseki does not trust Samkelo Zwane to play for Matt. So it was an issue. Another issue I had on the day, actually, it's not an issue, guys. It's more of a disappointment for me. For me, the disappointment I had on the day is Nkosimphiwe Ngcobo, guys. Nkosimphiwe Ngcobo, guys. I'm so disappointed. Like, I don't know what more to say. I am so disappointed in how this boy's career is going. The boy comes in second half. He looks slow. He looks heavy. He just does not look like someone who is interested. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. And on top of that, you're bringing Nkosimphiwe Ngcobo to play more of a deep role. That's not his role. Nkosimphiwe Ngcobo plays closer to the box. So sometimes I watch these teams and I'm like, because Nkosimphiwe Ngcobo is slow, Chiefs would rather play Nkosimphiwe Ngcobo as as a more deeper midfielder to make up for the fact that he is slow, instead of playing him as a natural number 10. Because yo, when you watch talent go down the drain, I know this one, for me it's painful. Yeah, no, Nkosimphiwe Ngcobo, I don't know what happened to him, but this one is painful for me, guys. I don't even know. When I was watching him, I even felt like closing my eyes and not watching, because what he has become is just not, it's not the one, guys. It's not the one. But anyway, Chiefs played better in terms of moving the ball, etc., etc. We were much better today. So we gave Molefe Ntseki his props for trying to make us play, because in the other games we weren't playing. So now we see that at least we know with Sundowns it was a strategic thing, etc., etc. But after a game like Royal AM, the one thing I will say is this: I am worried. I am worried because when we go to Sundowns and play Sundowns, and now we're going to play Super Sport even in the coming in the midweek, we need to score goals when we're going to play that team, Super Sport. We need to score goals. Sundowns, we need to score goals. If we're failing to score against a weak defense like Royal AM, we fail to score tap-ins, guys. Tap-ins. Hi, it's not looking good. I don't want to go in this video and say too much. I still want to sit with my thoughts and give player ratings tomorrow, but I will say this to you guys. Today, we do not blame Molefe Ntseki. Today, we blame the players. The players are the reason why Chiefs drew today, because they all missed chances. The only player who didn't miss a chance really was Gonzalez, because they didn't create chances for him. So, like Modi, how many chances did he kick and not hit a target? Many chances. Dupree, how many chances? Dupree, let's not even count him. Dupree could have won, scored 5 goals by himself. Saile missed a tap-in that was provided by Dupree. Another player I can highlight is Mdu Shabalala. Mdu Shabalala's energy is very good, but my only issue with Mdu Shabalala is this: I do not believe he should be playing on the wing. The wing limits Mdu. Mdu must play as a number 10 when he comes onto the field. The wing limits Mdu. Mdu needs to be able to dictate play from the middle of the park to go left or to go right. When he's in the middle, it limits the space he has in the game. And you can tell they want him to be a winger. But if you actually have watched him from a young age, Ndu is a player that plays like a number 10. You don't limit him to a position, because if you limit him to the right wing or the left wing, you're closing his space. He needs to have full view of the whole game. So the one thing I will say is that they were meant to make Ndu come more central and to touch the ball more, to create the ball, to move the ball. Basically, what I'm saying is when we're attacking, how we were meant to set up is it was meant to be Frosler. From the defense, it was meant to be obviously Shanti, Simango, Ditlokwe, Frosler. In the middle, it was meant to be as a number 6, a defensive midfielder, Matt alone. And then in front of Matt, we were meant to play Castillo and Mdu. And then on the right, we were meant to play who? Christian Saile. And then on the left, maybe we play who? We play Nkosimpile Ngcobo, and then as a striker we play Dupree. Or if you want to do it the other way, you play Nkosimpile Ngcobo as the striker and you play Dupree as the left wing. Why do I say Nkosimpile Ngcobo as the striker? Because you don't say Nkosimpile Ngcobo have your back towards goal. You say make runs behind the defenders. So what I'm saying is this. Nkosimpile Ngcobo is slow but the smartest player on the field. So what you do is, if you make him a striker, you don't have to worry about him defending. He is the last player you have to worry about defending. So what that means that Dupree and Saile will defend the wings. Castillo Mdu will defend the middle. It gives Ngcobo the role to roam around, to be free and find pockets of space and stuff like that by the box. That is what I would do. But that is just me. I am not a coach. This is how I just view to get the best out of players. But anyway, guys, subscribe to the channel. Tell me how the game was for you. It was disappointing. We drew. It sucks. Chiefs played well, but if you don't score, it doesn't feel like you played well. So yeah, tell me what you guys think. It was that kind of game, and yeah, I don't know what to say about the rest of this thing, but yeah, Chiefs, yeah. I'll analyze player ratings. I'll do player ratings tomorrow.